Good evening, and thank you all for coming tonight to the 2017 State of Our Schools Address. I'm Dr. Wendy Falb, and I am President of the Board of Education. And I'd like to give a shout out to my fellow board members here. We have Dr. Jose Flores. Can you give a stand? Catherine Lewis. Ms. Maureen Slade. Jen Schottke. Dr. Tony Baker. And Raynard Ross could not be here with us tonight. We have several other important people here I would love to give a shout out. I see Representative Chris Afandoulis over there. Thank you. Representative Winnie Brinks is joining us here tonight. Thank you. Ann Cusack is here from the governor's office. Thanks, Ann. We also have the superintendent of our ISD, Ron Kniff. How do you like that election? Pretty awesome. We also have Commissioner John O'Connor, and former school board member, and Commissioner Lanier is going to join us tonight. And I think I saw Commissioner Dave Bukowski from the county. Thank you, Dave. Welcome. And to everybody else here tonight. Now, please join us as the JROTC presents the colors. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, J.R. Totes. A couple of hours ago, John Hemholt sent me the remarks that Teresa is going to share with you tonight. I printed them off, brought them in my office, and started reading them through. Wow. Wow. And I'm not just saying that. I was pretty overwhelmed. Sometimes you are in the midst of your work. You are head down. You are focused on all of the challenges ahead of you. Frankly, you're just a little bit too busy to step back and take account of all that has been accomplished. Tonight is about stopping and taking account and celebrating all that has been accomplished. This superintendent, this leader and her team, the building principals, the teachers, all of the support staff, what they have accomplished in 5 years is truly, truly remarkable. We are here tonight to celebrate all of the reasons that Grand Rapids Public Schools is thriving. In fact, you are going to see a video that is introducing our new marketing campaign, and it is all about reasons. This wonderful choir is one of those reasons. I have my reasons. In fact, I'm one of those people that people with strollers run from me because I have so many reasons. I'm so passionate about this district. So we want you to share all those reasons with a hashtag. Oh, I've got to get this right, John. Don't let me screw this up. Hashtag my reason. So now, as our superintendent walks up and shares with you everything that has accomplished and our bright future, enjoy the video introducing this.
And they did give me the directions that I didn't follow. So good evening, and thank you for coming tonight. Dr. Faub, thank you for the introduction, but I especially want to thank the choir, the students from Coit, Alger, Martin Luther King Leadership Academy, and both Vanessa Perry and, or Vanessa Allen and Deb Perry. They're music teachers. You guys, just 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago, our students would not have been able to do that. They would not have been able to do that. And so I want to give a shout out and a thank you for those music teachers to put that together from those, from all of those schools. So let's give them a hand. And next, our Union High JROTC. How wonderful. Not only are they awesome here in Grand Rapids, but just one of few across the state is right here, the best, in Grand Rapids Public Schools. Those are just a couple of reasons. And you know, I can come up with thousands of reasons why I choose GRPS, but we won't do that because we would be here all night. But I will tell you that it is such an honor to be your superintendent. I am Teresa Weatherall Neal, and it is truly my pleasure, even though I don't like the state of the schools, but it is truly an honor to be your superintendent. I am blessed. I've said that I have the best seat in the house, and again, I will tell you that. So thank you, Dr. Faub. Thank you to all of you for coming out tonight. This is the part of my speech where I get in trouble, trying to thank everyone that has been with us over the past 5.5 years. So I'm going to just say thank you from my heart to yours, truly, because it has taken a village for us to really pull this transformation plan off. There are too many individuals, organizations, corporations, institutions, governmental agencies, foundations, board members, and so many elected officials, along with our staff and parents. It's just too many people to thank. But it truly, it does take a village, and I've shared this before. I am so grateful, I am so appreciative of everyone that's been on this journey with us. And then I want to stop and thank the voters for a couple nights ago. The voters in Kent County, the voters in Grand Rapids. You guys, Grand Rapids showed up. We did our fair share, absolutely. That was a huge win for our children in the Grand Rapids Public Schools, but not only for us, for children across this county. So on behalf of other superintendents, I say thank you. But I want you to know in Grand Rapids, we won by 58%, 63 of 77 precincts. Grand Rapids, we did it. Thank you to our principals, our administrators, our support staff. We knocked on doors, we delivered, we hustled, and it paid off. It paid off. Our children will be stronger and better because you put in the hard work. We said the dollars would go to our classrooms for teaching and learning. They, in fact, will do that. Again, I want to thank everyone. I am so blessed to have people to get behind me. So there's so many reasons why. I said it takes a village, and it does. We united behind common goals here in Grand Rapids 5.5 years ago. And it wasn't easy. So tonight we're going to tell part of the story. We're not going to tell all of the story. But when I became your interim superintendent 5.5 years ago, it wasn't the best of times in the Grand Rapids Public Schools. Not at all. Matter of fact, it was almost dark, right? We didn't know how we were going to get there. But one thing we did know, we knew that we were going to come back, and we knew that we would be the best. We also knew that we had to do it as a community. We knew that we would have a bold and comprehensive plan. and we were going to do it once and stay focused. My team and I, we spent 9 months on a listening tour. We wanted to make sure we had everyone's voice. We did that. My board at the time came together, agreed to the plan, voted yes. And it was bold, you guys, it was bold. But we knew that that was the only way to stop this churn and to get Grand Rapids Public Schools back on the right track. And so for that, board members, both past and present, I want to say thank you for sticking with me, because it's probably a little dangerous to vote yes with me back then. But you believed in the plan and you did it. And that has been our guidepost since that day. We've not gotten off the mark. So let's talk about what we've done. Dr. Fobbs said that we've accomplished a lot. Throughout the year, John and I, we keep track of some of the things that we've done. And so I'm going to share some of those things. We opened our new C.A. Frost Middle High School. That was following a $7.7 million renovation. We opened our new Museum Middle School, $4.5 million renovation. We cut the ribbon on our Cherry Health Center at Innovation Central with community partners. And everyone knows we tore down that ugly building that I said that was the one piece that I was not going to give up on. We demolished the building, and not only did we do that, it's easier now on traffic. We have green space. It's better for the city. It's good for the community, right? We need to be great partners. So we did that. We partnered with our friends at KISD, Pine Grove. We knew that we had to get additional classroom space for students with special needs. We came together, a good reason, on behalf of our children. We can serve more students there. We launched a new office, Equity and Inclusion. And on this one, we don't have the answers. But again, we're bold. We're going to figure it out. We're going to partner with people in this community so that we can become the absolute best district, serving all of our students. Diversity is our strong point. We need to be the best that we can be. So we have our new office, and we are proud to serve, and we will learn, understand, respect, and thrive by that partnership. Our friends at the Grand Rapids Community Foundation, Diana Seeger and team, we've expanded the Challenge Scholars Program. So every 9th grader graduating from Union High School meet a few criteria. It isn't a lot. They will have their associates paid for at Grand Rapids Community College. And it isn't just a college program. Harrison Park, Westwood, we have wraparound support services for those students. That's huge. Diana, thank you for hearing the parents. We wanted to make it fair, accessible for all students. That's new this year. We have a new partnership that I'm really pleased to announce, and that is with Habitat for Humanities, St. Mary's Mercy Health, Dwelling Place, Granville Arts and Humanities, Fair State University, Hispanic Center, and the Roosevelt Park neighborhood. And this is to build our new Roosevelt Plaza that will include educational opportunities, health care, cultural opportunities, right in the Granville corridor. And that will become our $20 million new Spanish-English immersion high school. We've started that. We have completed our $1 million ConnectEd grant from Apple, where we presented 540 students at Burton Elementary with new iPads. not only the students, staff members. We have 32 new TVs. All of our staff members, teachers and support staff, they were able to receive iPads. We are excited about that. And you guys have heard about our XQ award. $10 million to rethink, reimagine high schools. That is an awesome gift. 1 of 10 across the nation. That's huge. Those are the reasons. And with the XQ grant, you guys, I've got my picture taken with MC Hammer, I can show you. So that was good too. I was pretty excited about that part. Our mayor, Rosalind Bliss, I'm not sure if our mayor is here. You guys, what a wonderful mayor. We have partnered with the city of Grand Rapids and our community's children. Lynn Heemstra is somewhere in here. With Lynn, we were one of 7 cities selected by the National League of Cities so that we could connect children with nature. That's new. That particular grant will be for Buchanan and Burton Elementary and Middle School. We said a few years ago we were going to focus on sustainability, environmental stewardship, and green buildings. We were able to do that by partnering with the city. This year, 8 of our schools, and they're not the new buildings, some of the older buildings, received the Energy Star certification, and that means that they're performing better than 75, more efficiently than 75% of school buildings. When those buildings were built 50, 60 years ago, they did them well. We've planted more than 110 trees by 300 students in the Grand Rapids Urban Forest Project. We have single stream recycling in every school and every building in the district, and we didn't have that. We have composting in 6 of our schools. Again, continuing to be friendly with this environment. Our new construction, Buchanan, Ottawa, City High Middle, along with 54 Jefferson, our future Museum High School, will be green, built, and LEED certified. And I'm not sure where Ken Klomparens, that's really a note for Ken. But we will do that. That really is Ken's note. Partnering with the mayor and the City Parks and Recreation Department, we have more than 1,000 8th graders that will be paddling on the Grand River next week with Wilderness Inquiry and Canoemobile. Now, right, Mo? For many of our students, you guys, this is the first time they will have experienced the Grand River. Absolutely first time canoeing. Jonathan asked if we had volunteers. You guys, your superintendent will not participate in that. I draw the line. I love the district. I am not getting in the Grand River in a canoe. So that, you won't have pictures of that one, but I think it's nice that they're doing it. That's the truth. People know I don't like water. You know, we partnered with Blandford Nature Center. And people know that this has been a real special point for me over the years, having our students have access to the environment, to the nature. Not long ago, I went to an opening there with our CEO, Jason. Jason is somewhere here, Jason Meyer, and Peter, Ambassador Sekia, and Joan. They asked me to come so that we could tour the building. And something happened special that was different. When we went upstairs to look at the classroom, it was just really nice and just a really special occasion. But what I didn't know was that Ambassador Sekia and Joan would name a classroom after me. So that was really special. Very special. It's really hard to surprise me. I don't like surprises, but I'm gonna tell you, that was probably one of the best surprises I've ever had, to know that children will now get to learn in a classroom named after me, something that I never expected. So thank you for that. That was really nice. But not only that, we've had other changes. This school year brought on some new board members for me. Jen Schottke, Catherine Lewis, Christian Grant, and I'm not sure if Christian is here. It's hard to see under these lights, you guys. And then I have renewed board members. So not really new, but President Fogg, Raynard Ross, Dr. Tony Baker, and then Jen Schottke is one of our officers. You guys, it's hard to serve. It's hard to be a board member. But they've been in the trenches with me through good times and bad. And we don't always love each other. One thing we do, we focus on kids. You need to know your children, these students, are in great hands with this board. And so let's give it up for my board. So what else have we been up to? Graduation rates, you've heard this. Graduation rates are up 50% over the last 5 years. 50%, you guys. Amazing. African American students, 63%. Hispanic Latino students, 65%. English language learners are up by 86%. Socially economic disadvantaged students, 56%. You know, and that's been with hard work. And I want you to know, I talk about my board a lot. This board, they could have chosen to lower the standards, but they didn't. Their board policy for graduation requirements are higher than the state recommendation. So it isn't like we're pushing kids through. We're not. The number of students from the Grand Rapids Public Schools, college and career ready, they're up. We've had the largest gains on ACT and SAT scores in the entire county. It's working. Innovation Central, I'm not sure if Mark is here. You guys, Innovation Central was able to break the 90th percent for graduation rates. Absolutely. 5 years ago, Innovation Central didn't exist. It was a concept. And so in 5 short years, they've been able to turn this around. Absolutely amazing. Shout out to Mark and the team, the teachers. You know what? Thank you. That now Innovation Central, City High, and UPrep are the top 3 graduating high schools with grad rates over 90%. That's huge. Priority schools has been our focus. You know, that's hard. It's hard to be a principal, it's hard to be teachers, staff members in schools that are on that list. No one wants to be on that list. But you know what? With hard work and with this Grand Rapids team, we were able to get 6 of our schools off the list. That is almost impossible. And if you look across the state of Michigan, other districts have not been able to do that. But your district here, your teachers, your leaders were able to get 6 schools off that list. Now, that does deserve an applause. We had 13 schools on the list. We got 6 off the list. The other 7 schools, they've moved the mark enough that the school reform officer said, we don't need to worry about Grand Rapids Public Schools. You guys are doing the right work. Continue with your plan. Again, 7 schools, that's huge. So I want to congratulate these principals. Aberdeen Campus, Martin Luther King Leadership Academy, Mulek, Ottawa Hills, and Union High School. Those are the schools that's off that list. You've done something else in Grand Rapids. You know, the state has all these different terms, but there's another group of schools called the reward schools. And those schools are in the top 5% across the state. We're beating the odds. They're outperforming schools that should look like them or may look like them. We had Blandford, City, Congress, and Shawmut Hills reward schools, beating the odds. And for Shawmut and Congress, those are non-test-in schools. They're neighborhood schools. And they went from the low teens to the 70th percentile. Great work. College and career ready. Part of our role is to provide hope for these children, to remove barriers so that they know they can make it to the next step. And we do that. We've increased the number of students taking AP, IB, honors, and some of this doesn't make sense because and dual enrollment. You guys, we can come up with a bunch, but what this really means is we have provided hope, college credit for children that normally wouldn't have that opportunity. We've seen a 60% increase in schools offering dual enrollment. We have had a 118% increase in the number of students taking dual enrollment classes. And when we disaggregate the data, 68% African Americans increase. 231% increase in Hispanic Latino students taking dual enrollment. You guys, we've done a lot, but it's been so worth it. Again, we see it. We see what we are doing. It's the right thing to do. Talked about athletics. I talked about athletics when I first took this position. I hate to lose. I hate to lose. And our kids would go out there, you guys, and they just couldn't pull it off. But I want to thank the Student Advancement Foundation. Great sports, great kids. We have a campaign where we've been able to offer comprehensive athletics in the Grand Rapids Public Schools. It is a no pay to play here in Grand Rapids for thousands of kids. Right? That's right. Because if you had to pay $50 or $75 per sport, which many districts do, our children would not have that opportunity. So I want to thank Michelle and the board for SAF. They've stepped up. They're almost like an extension of GRPS, part of the staff, part of the team, you guys, but people have stepped up. And for everything that SAF they've done for these kids, we could go on and on and on, right? What you think may be small, it has been huge. So far this year, we've had 27 students who made all conference, 10 honorable mentions, 64 of those students, as Kurt Johnson would tell me, they're student athletes. Students first. From soccer, swim, cross country, you guys, we've had winners across this district. Makes me feel proud again. We're not losing. I feel good about that. These are just a few examples, right? But I want to give it up. We have coaches, you guys, that volunteer every single day in this district. Most of them don't get paid. They're doing the work. Hats off, Kurt Johnson and the athletic team. And then let's talk about this fine arts. Maggie Malone, thank you for what you're doing. This is under Kurt's leadership as well. We've talked about in the beginning, 5 years ago, we wanted well-rounded students. You guys, well-rounded students, they have choir, right? They're able to have fine arts. Those are things that we wanted for our children. And it's a part of the transformation plan, and guess what? You saw the fruits of your labor right here. Absolutely amazing. And 16 of our 18 core programs, they competed. We wouldn't have had that 5 years ago. We didn't even really have a choir 5 years ago, you guys. And now we have children that are able to compete with others across this state. And our fine arts. We partnered with Art Prize, and we've partnered with Amway. And this Amway project envisioned our students were able to compete, and we have 400 now pieces of art, 400 pieces of art hanging in the Amway headquarters. Art by Grand Rapids Public Schools. This gives them worldwide recognition, you guys. This means a lot to have that. We have an art show, the citywide art show that's happening this May 8th through the 24th, partnering with Western Michigan University. The largest, one of the largest in the country, 1,800 pieces of art by all of our students, that's right. This includes our private school students and public, our center-based programs, and if you get the opportunity, you've never seen art like this. It includes multiple medias, pencil, paint, watercolor, ceramics, it's voice, it's everything. It's unbelievable at Western Michigan University. Maggie Kurt, someone can give you the dates, but it's downtown at Western Michigan University. These are all the reasons why we should choose Grand Rapids Public Schools. Parent University. You know, parents, it's really important to me, we said years ago that we could not do this without parents. We send these children home to their parents. So if we don't partner with them, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Shout out to Believe to Become for our parent university, still one of few across this nation. We have had 123 courses offered, but more importantly, over 2,500 attendees. You can't tell me parents don't want what's best. Give them a voice. Give them a voice. They will be there to help you help their children. 130 events, more than 9,000 parents this year attended. Again, absolutely. And that's what it takes in this village, partnering together. We manage our dollars well. We manage our dollars well. One of few urban districts in the state that can say we've managed our dollars well. We'll never get all the funds we need from Lansing. We can't tax people, no. But what we can do is come together with our partners to make it happen. We sold one of our refunding of our bonds. That was great. We did right by taxpayers. We will save over $5 million over the next 13 years. We'll continue to figure out ways to make this happen in the Grand Rapids Public Schools. But something that I'm really pleased about, and people outside of education, especially urban education, may not realize the importance of this, and that is enrollment. We've increased enrollment. That small piece of information is huge in an urban district. When I hear my colleagues across the state, their districts are closing, students are being bused from their community to go to another city to go to school. We said that's not going to happen in Grand Rapids. We are going to wrap our arms around these children. You guys, we are doing the right thing with increased enrollment. But not only are we stable, we've stopped the churn. That isn't just it. We are hoping this year to do the exact same thing because it is with the community partners, internal, external stakeholders coming together to make this happen. And we've done a lot. We're not there though, you guys. We got a ways to go. We need to keep this positive energy going. We need to work harder. And I said 5 years ago, I'd work harder than anyone in this district. Not only will I work harder, but I need the team, my team. They know. We need to work harder. We need to outpace, do better than every other district to make this happen. And we're doing it. And now we're going to pick it up. We want to go deeper and wider with our strategies. Next school year, we will continue. We're going to focus on kindergarten readiness, 3rd grade reading, 7th grade science, 8th grade math, and 11th grade college and career, and finally graduation. And you will say, that's a lot. You guys, we don't have time to wait, though. It's now or never. And we need to align with all of our partners. K-Connect, Talent 2025, Others in this community, the talent triangle, everyone, we're all aligning. We all need to work on the same thing in order to have great outcomes. That is the village. That is the village. We need to focus our resources, talent, time, moving in the same direction. And we have our academic plan that we created 5 years ago. And now we're going to focus. And so we know in the district, principals, we all talk about our big three, but you should know that. It's the knowledge of the standards, backwards mapping, and assessment literacy. Our teachers know this. Again, we're going deeper than what we have in the past 5 years. With that, we're going to align our resources, again, around the big three. Let me just talk about partnership, because that's important. Because I said we didn't do this without people in this community. Steelcase Foundation. We have the opportunity, we have been traveling, going to Harvard University, working with ASCD. We need to increase our knowledge in order to go deeper. The Steelcase Foundation, they've also working with Education Trust, so we can improve math and science, so we can learn more. We have our early warning system, so we can track data, again, learn more. And then I talked about where we were going for next year. Steelcase also has given us dollars for our new International Baccalaureate Primary Years Program, which is Coit Creative Arts and Sherwood. This is a capital campaign that we're working on, and that's $250,000. And those dollars will go along with what the Wege Foundation has given us for our IB program at City Middle High School. You guys talk about City. U.S. News and World Report, they got their ratings wrong. Probably shouldn't record that, you guys. Listen, City is still the top performing school in West Michigan and the second highest in the state. That is the truth. One part they did get right, though. Innovation Central is one of the top 70 schools in the state of Michigan. Give it up for innovation. We are partnering with the Doug and Maria DeVos Foundation around leading educators, and that's developing our teacher leaders. You guys, we continue to get smarter. And then thanks to John and Nancy Kennedy, we call these schools our Kennedy schools. We are learning quite a bit at Campus, Brookside, and MLK. We have at our Kennedy schools, we've been working with our partners at Grand Valley around literacy, and we are seeing great gains with that. You know, we've talked about the need to bring some changes to the district. Our partners at United Way, they've helped us to purchase a science curriculum in our middle school. This is a K through 12 program, but we have now a science curriculum. Sounds like something small, but again, you guys, this is huge. Our kids need this. Our teachers need this. We've partnered with Grand Valley State University, President Haas, Tom Haas, on the College of Education, 3 years on a program focusing on literacy and building future teachers. This is huge. We spend dollars in the district after we hire someone to get that on the right track. Our partners at Grand Valley said, you know what, let's do this right on the forefront. So we are partnering with them so that we can help develop teachers with what is needed. And so that has been huge. So thanks to Dr. Haas, Dean Berry, Dean Shahinsky, Ruth Stegman, and there's so many more. I saw some of my other friends from Grand Valley in here earlier. That's what it's about. Let's not redo. Let's build it in the beginning. Our partners with Ferris State University, the College of Education, you guys, we are starting a teacher cadet program right here in Grand Rapids Public Schools for our students. We talk about building a program. Let's start with GRPS students and build what we need. We're going to have future teachers coming right out of Grand Rapids Public Schools. And so this pipeline will help with the shortage. It's hard to find teachers. So thanks to the president of Ferris, Dr. Baker, Dean Jackson, and so many more. This is an opportunity not only for our students, it's an opportunity to help the district. Thanks to President Belvance at Kendall, and so many more at Ferris State University. Again, it takes a village. Rick, Dr. Pappas from Davenport University, some of you may have heard that we graduated our first class from the Urban Master's Program last week. That's right. You guys, that program, 5 years in the making. And with Dr. Pappas, when we talked about this 5 years ago, we had no idea what it was going to take. But again, we were committed to children. It's hard to graduate from college, and the first time you experience urban education is when we close that door with 30, 35 kids. And what we said is, let's do it right the first time. Let's allow students to come in and work with our students in a lab school. That is huge. That's really what we need to do across. So for other presidents, you guys, that really is the answer. Let these young people come in and work with these children. Doing it right here. And there's more to come from Davenport. They want to continue to partner. Aquinas College. Aquinas College got a grant, gave us an opportunity for 20 of our teachers to get certified in ESL. And that's over 5 years. That's huge. That's when people in this village, they're stepping up to say, and what can I do? Aquinas College is also interested in partnering with us around Montessori. We know Montessori has been great. So for Dr. Juan Oliveras, who retired, and the new president, Dr. Quinn, we say thank you for your willingness to partner with us. Last year, I announced Ridgemore Park Montessori. We would open that up. Wasn't my idea. It came from the community. People in the community said, why can't we have it? I said, why can't you? Let's make that happen. You guys, we have 140 students right now registered for Ridgemore Montessori. Almost half of them are new to the district. $2 million in beds. Thanks to Ken, we got new lights. You guys were getting new carpet. $2 million, we have it going on over there, so that's going to be a really nice school. But more importantly, you guys, the message is we're not closing schools. We're opening schools. Again, something you don't find, especially in urban districts. I'm going to go quickly here, you guys, but Buchanan Elementary, our new school, we've started on that. Wonderful, $13 million. 54 Jefferson, our Museum High School. $17 million we've spent, are spending at City. Absolutely unheard of, you guys, in urban education. I talk to people across this nation. We are doing it in Grand Rapids. We talk about our XQ grant. We have a capital campaign that we're working on trying to raise $14.5 million. Sounds like a lot of money, and it is a lot of money. It's a great investment, but I will tell you, again, through partnership, we're halfway there. XQ, WEGI, Steelcase Foundation, Cook Foundation, and Dyer Eyes Foundation. Guys, we are halfway to our goal. We will continue. I've talked about Southwest, our new high school. But I want to close by talking about something that's near and dear. And that is the major investment at Ottawa Hills High School. We are going to have a new school. It is our college preparation center as well as a career center at Ottawa Hills High School. We are investing $17 million in order to create this center. But our early middle college will also be housed at Ottawa Hills High School. Young people will go to school for 5 years and walk away with an associate's degree, partnering with Grand Rapids Community College. That's more than providing hope. That's a game changer for children. To walk across that stage, that's right. It's saving $7,000 for children and parents. But you guys, some things is worth more than money. It's not about $7,000. We're preparing children for the next phase of their lives. That's what's important. So happy to do that. We're partnering with our historically black colleges, and I do want to announce that Dr. William Hudson, Vice President of Student Affairs at Florida A&M, they've agreed to partner with Grand Rapids Public Schools and Ottawa Hills High School. And he put his investment right up front, right from the very beginning. He is offering 9 $50,000 scholarships for students. Absolutely. Once again, that's a game changer. That is a game changer. $50,000 for 9 students that meet the criteria. We can only do this through partnership. The other thing that's going to happen at Ottawa Hills High School with this $17 million renovation. We will have several small schools: design and technology, homeland security, engineering, cosmetology, communication, and marketing. We've gone to visit other programs out of state. We know that this is going to happen. And this is where, for my team, for me, your superintendent, this is where I say we've not turned this district around until we flip Ottawa Hills High School. That will happen. You have rallied around me. You have rallied around your transformation plan. You have rallied around your children. As your superintendent, I could not ask for more. But I'm going to tell you to stay with me, stay with the district, stay with these children. Let's take this all the way. Again, I'll work harder than anyone in this district, but I can't do it without you. All I can do is lead. Let's make this happen. Let's make this happen for Ottawa. They're telling me to stand still, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to stand right here. You guys, but listen, it's so important that the entire district, every school, regardless of your zip code, regardless of you getting on a bus to go to a theme school, every school, including Ottawa Hills High School, we need to make this happen. With that, I say good night to you and thank you for listening.